One of the scariest calls I ever got was that my grandmother had fallen getting out of the shower, the tub shower, and I wish I had something like this then. These suction cup grab bars were sent to me as a sample. There's 2 of them in the package. And do I know for sure that this would have totally eliminated her chance of falling? I don't, but I think this would have been something that could have given us all peace of mind that she was going to be safer in her shower. Inside the box, you do get your little instructions. This suction cup rail is 16.8 inches long. They don't require any tools or anything, which is great because if you don't want to put any holes or anything in your walls, especially in your bathroom, this is a great way to do it. This is designed for non-porous surfaces like tile or fiberglass. This would also be great if you're traveling with somebody who needs a little extra stability because you can put it on and you're not going to make any permanent alterations to where you're at. So like my grandmother would go to my mom's house. This would have been great to have her take 1 or 2 of these with her and they could be put on and off for her. So in order to install, you're going to want to make sure you're completely inside the square of your tile. This does not work on mosaic because there's too many gaps. You'll just put it there and put it there. I would put this lower in my shower probably, depending on the height of the person who's going to be using it, but I would probably do lower, but for demonstration purposes, this is what we're doing. And then it's pretty solid there now, but it also has these little clips that just snap in. This is not meant to hold your weight, so don't think you're gonna be leaning on this, but it's just meant for extra support when you're getting in and out of the shower. Don't be trying to pull yourself up or anything by it. That's not gonna be good. But it's pretty firm on there. I really like that. I think this would also be good if you've recently had surgery, like when you've had a baby. I have a step-in shower, but this would be great for my step-in shower also to help me get in and out if I had any procedures. My son had surgery a few months ago. Something like this would have been great for him to help get him in and out of the shower. I would probably do it like here at the end of my shower where I would usually get out and maybe on the side of the wall so that I could have a little extra support in the shower. In my small like stall shower, I would only need 1. So I could have 1 for in there and 1 for traveling. In order to take it off, you wanna, there's a little notch here in the end. You can pull that tab up and there's little notches here and then they just pull right off. And if it doesn't pull right off, you can just take a little credit card and stick it right in the wall there and it'll come right off for you. You want to keep these free from oil and debris. I did wash the wall off with some glass cleaner before I started to make sure there was no icky stuff on there that was going to interfere with how it was being used. I would save these little plastic things that come on it so I can just cover it back up, especially if I'm traveling with it, and keep them protected. And because it's removable, you can take this out and clean it a lot. So it's not going to get a lot of gunk and stuff in there. It's not going to get all mildewy and gross. You can take it off and clean it right off. And it says you can clean this little rubber disc part with any household cleaner and get any dust or oils or anything like that off of it. So you probably want to do that on a fairly routine basis. When you're removing that, if it doesn't come right off, you don't want to use any sharp tools because you don't want to damage this part. That's why I just slid a little bit of a very thin card under there. It was actually a cruise card, not even a credit card. Maybe like a library card, but you don't want to damage this part. I used a card because I didn't want to break a nail on it. If you need something like this for more than just light support, you're going to want to get one that you install. This one is just for extra support while you're getting in and out of your shower. Just noticed that if you have it on correctly, that's red right now. And when you have it correctly, the color changes. So you know that it's on there right. And just a note, you cannot apply this to mosaic tiles, non-woven fabric, rough walls, latex painted walls, wallpaper and wall cloth, or wood walls. So just tile. This is something I wish I had years ago when my grandparents were in their 90s and living close by, or even if they weren't living close by, but it would have made me feel like they were a little safer. Now, I think I might get these and give them to my parents and have some here at my house for me because I'm getting older and sometimes, like I said, my son had surgery. Sometimes you just need something like this and I don't have to have this on my wall all the time. I can just keep it around for when we need it and if we need it. If you're looking for something to give you a little peace of mind when you're in the shower, when you're in the tub and getting out, check these out for yourself.